I am not an anime person. I can list every anime I've watched before watching Neon Genesis Evangelion in a few seconds. Pokemon the first movie, Pokemon Forever, Your Name, and according to Netflix, the first few episodes of Brotherhood, but I really can't remember any of it.
Don't bully me for that. If I can already hear you typing, stop. Hit the backspace, hit the delete button. Don't even finish that. Don't even finish it! You're finishing it anyway!
And after watching Evangelion recently, I can confidently say it is the greatest work of art I've ever experienced. The best part of Neon Genesis Evangelion, in my opinion, is the movie, End of Evangelion. This opinion of the greatest work of art I've ever experienced can and might change sometime in the future, but I am currently putting this on top of literally every piece of art I've consumed up until this point in my life. Even with Evangelion's flaws and whatever this is, it is fantastic. I have never binge watched a show so fast before. I did it in under 24 hours. The original anime is so fantastic that even the rebuild movies are good. I could sit here and just jerk off Anno for like 10 minutes, but it seems everyone else on the face of the planet has already done that to death. So I figured I would do something different than what everyone else has already done, or I would just not make an Evangelion video at all. I normally avoid making and watching video essays about movies or TV shows because I know there is a 90% chance I'm either going to watch a cynical movie review or some guy jerking off his favorite movie for like 20 minutes. Listen, I'm not saying these types of video essays can't be good, no, not at all. But I just don't know. The market is oversaturated and I've watched so many of them before. I really have to be in the mood to watch them, and I'm never really in the mood to make them. I held off on making an Eva video for a while. It was on my second rewatch that I realized something. I had thought for this whole time that Shinji was what made Evangelion Evangelion. Like, remove him and the show and plot can't go on. While he is very crucial to the story, he isn't what's holding the story we love together. If we remove Shinji, we can still have an emotional story. There are other relatable characters with tough, depressing problems that can take his role as the main character. I was then thinking, what character can you remove and Eva can no longer function? Before we continue, I've noticed a lot of you fuckers aren't subscribed. And if you don't subscribe right now, I will do nothing. Like, I'm pretty sure threatening you is against TOS. So, all I'm gonna ask is you please subscribe, please. I make good content, I work hard. It will make me feel better about myself. Was it Asuka? I mean, she is a vital part of the story. She spices up the plot by being toxic and kind of a jerk. But she doesn't appear till episode 9. Could she be it? I'm going to say no. I think Asuka's inner conflict, how she deals with it, and what happens to her is important to Eva. People deal and act with issues differently. Misato has sex with men and drinks because of her issues. Shinji runs away and listens to music. Asuka is boastful, brags, can be mean, and easily angered because of her issues. But the series was still great without her, and sometimes Asuka does get really fucking annoying. I'm looking to get rid of somebody who was introduced really early on. Someone who truly makes Eva Eva. Someone who is holding the story together and from falling apart. Maybe Rei? I mean, she is important to the plot, being at Nerve before Shinji and all. But she is quiet, doesn't have an important role in some episodes, and I think you could remove and replace her with a slightly different character and the story wouldn't change much. Gendo maybe? But there are other groups like Seiyuu who have similar end goals, and the Evas would still exist as they are needed to fight the angels. I rewatched the first few episodes again and again, and then I solved it. The most important character in Evangelion, the character holding the story together, is hiding in plain sight. It is fucking Pen Pen. Oh my god, let's analyze. We are introduced to Pen Pen in the second episode. In this episode, Shinji moves in with Masato. If Pen Pen wasn't there to lighten up the tension and awkwardness, who knows how Shinji and Masato's relationship would have been like. Imagine the timeline where the scene where Pen Pen scares Shinji didn't happen.
Also, to be honest, I recently moved here myself, so I'm kind of new too. Well, come on in.
Thanks for having me.
So make yourself feel at home, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Fuck this! I'm on Blog TV with my fucking hands up! I'm not starting my fucking self! You fucking stupid bitch!
Instead, all that happens is Shinji refuses to come inside and then insults Masato. This scenario playing out makes Masato in the audience like Shinji was. If this scene never happened, Masato and Shinji may have been further apart throughout the whole series. But there's more. Pen Pen is often popular with guests. He is actually behind the scenes building relationships. Notice how Pen Pen is liked by everyone. One of the only benefits Hikari is probably getting with her friendship with Asuka is being able to see Pen Pen. He is helping their friendship grow, and I don't think anybody has ever realized that except me. But Asuka doesn't mind or doesn't notice. Why? Well, she has more important issues, and why would she be mad at Pen Pen? Pen Pen is the only character that has no true conflict with Asuka. She never gets mad at him, and he never gets mad at her. Him not being able to talk and not working at Nerve means there is no conflict between him and any other main characters. Pen Pen is a neutral character. If Pen Pen was involved in politics, I would imagine he'd be the enlightened centrist you would see on your Twitter timeline that constantly spits out cold takes. This makes Pen Pen one of the least controversial characters ever created. Unlike the other characters you witness in Eva, you never have to question if what he's doing is right or wrong, because he is simply just chilling and helping broken people feel better. Pen Pen will be remembered among the likes of Gandhi and Jesus Christ in a few hundred years. I wonder if he will just be a moral figure that is plastered everywhere, or will he have a religion practicing his teachings? Those being to be kind to others, help broken people, be charitable, and just relax. If you do these things, you will live forever in the afterlife. It'll be a perfect life, one where we are all merged into one, where we can all care about each other. If a religion starts, I assume its followers will be known as Penpenians. This being an evolution of the name of his current followers, the Pen Pen Enthusiasts. His followers will no longer just be semi-ironic enthusiasts. They are worshippers now. The religion will be called Penpenianity. Although Pen Pen being uncontroversial, ironically, will make him controversial if a religion around him starts. Some people will curse the name of Pen Pen because of the mistakes and wrongdoings of his followers. These people, who we will call the Penpentheists, will overlook the teachings of his and try to slander him instead. They will point out the fact that the people in the same story of his were not great people and will use guilt by association to try to distance his followers from him. Why do they act like this? If they don't believe in the afterlife, they can just simply not believe in it and let the Penpenians do their thing. Pen Pen taught us good lessons. His followers are a peaceful, loving group outside of those few bad eggs. Why spend so much time on an internet forum bashing the few bad followers of the religion and try grouping everyone else in? What do you gain from this? Why do you only criticize and hate this specific religion and the people who follow it? Why the fixation? Is it because your Penpenian mommy wanted you to fucking say grace at the dinner table? Isn't it ironic how a group of people who criticize religion basically turned into one? Apenpentheism, the idea there is no afterlife, and Pen Pen isn't a god. Shouldn't be or mean more than that. Basically turned into what it criticized. I guess cult would be a more accurate description of the online Apenpentheist community. They act just like those they critique. Not all of them are like this, but quite a few of them are. Pantheists think they are free thinkers. But surprise, it is quite the opposite. They attack those who claim Pen is not a god, but is a good moral character, and Penpenianity should be respected. The online Pantheist community has dubbed these people the Penpenian Pantheists. Anyways, I think I've explained the importance of Pen in Evangelion enough, and the importance he will hold in human society in the centuries to come. I hope you all learned that this video was all ironic. You could literally remove Pen and nothing in the show would change or in its success. Pen was created to be a mascot character, but the mascot / recognizable characters of the franchise seemed to turn into Asuka and Rei. Why? Because they are iconic looking and represent what the show is very well.